Hello and welcome everybody to another weekly live animal totem readings with myself, Roy B, Man of Merlin. So I'm always grateful for everybody that joins me on these lives, and I hope you've all had a good week since last week, and the guidance of the animals helped you along and provided the appropriate guidance for you. Now, I remember that I was choosing Saturday as a good day for travel, or organising travel. But myself and my partner Aida, we were at a festival, working at a festival, giving guidance ourselves up here in the Sunshine Coast. So we couldn't plan any travel, so we did it a bit earlier. And it just shows that with a bit of flexibility, that guidance is exactly that. It's not an exact prediction. A lot of people get that wrong about psychics and intuitives, that we provide exact nail on the head guidance and that's what you should take. Hello, my love. Hello, Casey. But we're here to guide. We're here to say, look, this is your current timeline. This is where you're currently heading. And if you keep the same choices, this is the most likely outcome. But because we're humans with a bit of free will, we can make a different choice, which then slightly changes the outcome. So often I've found that what a lot of actually psychic readers don't tend to recognize is that we'll often misguide people, in that we'll see the two outcomes, and this is the one they're currently heading on, and it's best for them to head there. So we'll say things that then will make them change their mind. Or they'll think about it and they'll go, oh no, I definitely don't want that one, because I'm pointing that one and we really highlight the one they don't want. And what people tend to go was, well, the reader wasn't accurate. And it's like, well, actually it was. We told you what you needed to hear so that you changed course. So for all the readers and psychics out there that often feel bad for misguiding people or thinking they got it wrong, see if that was the case, because it's never actually a case of right or wrong anyway. So we're just guides. So anyway, moving on to the animal totems for this week, I'm using a different deck again, one with the herons on the back, which is Stephen the Farmer, messages from your spirit guides. My personal deck is inching ever closer. It's now at the printers. The demo deck, that is, it's now at the printers. So exciting stuff. So let's begin. We'll see what comes in for this particular week. There's been some strong magnetic storms, so if you're feeling a bit all over the place, been noticing all the aurora borealis or the aurora australis, which is the southern lights and everything, just notice that your energies will be a bit in flux during this time. We're magnetic beings, so giant magnetic solar storms are going to affect our aura and our ability to sense things. So just be aware of that. So let's see if the animals can help us. So let's go. So the first one, this is for today. That was at the bottom of the deck when I looked, actually. The meerkat. So at this time, I feel this card is about calling on support. And the thing with intuitives, we can be loners at times. There's a multitude of reasons why we make that choice, but ultimately, one of the biggest challenges we find is that we have to learn how to ask for help. We know we're powerful beings and we know we can do a lot on our own, but ultimately, you don't get very far when you don't ask for help. And I feel this is a combination of asking for help in the physical realm. We're not an expert in everything. And even our lifelong craft, if we've done it since we left school, that's about the only thing we're an expert in. And life lessons along the way. So if you've been a parent 3 or 4 times, then you consider yourself to be an expert at that. However, other things, maybe like website building, things like that you muddle through and try and do yourself, and watch YouTube, anything you have to start researching for that you're taking the time away from your actual mission, that's where you need to ask for help. So this is about, today is a day to ask for help. So anything you're struggling with, reach out. And if it's some spiritual guidance, reach out to your team, go and sit in nature, speak with your team and say, look, I'm not sure what's going on here. Show them guidance, ask them to get a powerful animal totem in your path for clearer guidance than the ones that reach out to you today through this deck and this live session. Now, I've been asking myself for a bit of guidance recently, and just in dream time, because I know that I get some really vivid dreams, which is great. And it was turtle that came to me last night. So turtle's about being able to handle emotions and deep emotions with ease and grace. They're just chill beings, nice and protective shell, amazing creatures. So yeah, so that's why the hashtag today was #turtle. So if you'd like to receive an individual reading for the week, #turtle, then and you'll get your own personal reading for the week. So meerkat is all that, asking for help, but also be alert and ready for the help that comes. Because sometimes when I say spirit game, I've got this challenge and I need help. The universe works in mysterious ways and will send help to you in the most divine way, but not necessarily in the way that your logical mind expects. And then we can often reject that help. So just be open to how that help comes. It could even be in the form of that resonates, and when you're going, well, why would a 7-year-old be able to help me? If you're in that frame of mind, you'll not see the help. So yeah, ask for help and then be open to it coming in the perfect divine way. Interestingly, in the picture, the drawing has almost got like swimming goggles on. So talking about that helping emotions, being able to see through your emotions really easily, because goggles similar to water is a big representation of emotions. That's today. So let's see what's in for Wednesday, which we've got Roadrunner. Now, I remember the last time I used this deck, the Roadrunner came out. It seems to be a common card. So Wednesdays, I feel like it's almost like more about the words today. They seem to be quite accurate. So verbal essence, throat chakra is being fully activated with all these magnetic storms. Say what you see, say what you see. And so the thing I love about working with animal totems is they're very simple, but can be very deep in that animals have no ego. So what they do in nature, in their natural environment, is exactly what they're meant to do. There's no hidden agendas. There's no reading between the lines. So with roadrunners, I'm not sure if they're a flightless bird, but it's all about staying grounded. That's where they live most of their life. They're very fast moving. So to move your journey forward, and take the work and do some work tomorrow to be grounded. So whether you carry some smoky quartz with you, whether you get your bare feet on the ground, whether you just do a little meditation practice that grounds you, there's many, many methods of how to ground yourself for the day. It might even be about not doing any spiritual work and just work in the physical human realm that will help ground you. So any action that needs to be taken towards your dreams, towards your desires, towards your wishes and all those things, to all your plans, take some physical world action towards them tomorrow. That's what that's about. And it's also about, don't take yourself too seriously as well. It's good to be lighthearted because that also elevates our magnetic ability, our magnetic being, to be able to manifest. So it might even be an aura cleanse. Again, using crystals to cleanse the aura, that physical thing. Go for a swim in the ocean if you're able to, or a salt bath if you're not able to. Epsom salts, bath of Epsom salts is great for cleansing the aura. So that's Wednesday. So Thursday, octopus. Well, this is a brand new card, never come out before. I was talking about, interesting enough, I was talking about shapeshifting at the weekend at this festival, saying, because our bodies are still really dense, our ability to physically shapeshift isn't as natural as it was many, many years ago. I mean, there's still myths and legends around Native American shapeshifters that still exist. I can't remember the name of them. I remember reading a book about them, though. Very, very interesting. And it wasn't like a fiction book. It was a guy that had chosen to live on a reserve for a few months and came across one. So, yeah, very fascinating. So octopus, for me, works with the power of 8, the oct. It's almost like a bit like the water energy of the spider. So this is about abundance. So Thursday is about abundance coming from multiple avenues. And what I'm being shown here is that octopuses, they've only got, it's only their beak that's hard, which is why they can compress themselves into such tiny spaces, no matter how big they are. They're all, they're all muscle. So their ability to be so flexible and fit into tiny gaps and get through crevices and all those things to avoid prey, or even to get their prey, because they're both predator and prey. This is also about so Thursday's the day of flexibility, knowing that you can fit into any environment that you need to achieve the results that you want. So it's just about trusting yourself that you're very unadaptable. So if you're currently feel you're really rigid and can't achieve something, start working on that mindset that you're a lot more adaptable. It could even be something as simple as a daily mantra, going, I am adaptable, and saying that every day. Set yourself for an alarm or a reminder so you can read that to yourself every day, and then over a period of time you will start to believe it. You will be replacing the habit where you don't feel you're adaptable. So this is adaptability, and it's talking about physical appearance. And if you're a medium, it might be about practicing trance medium, which is with the proper boundaries in place and the respect from spirit, they can step into your energy field, which can change your physical appearance for a short period of time. But I feel though this is more fit into the environment rather than try and break out of it, blend in the benefit of your future. So see where it's beneficial to fit in. As much as our spiritual beings, we don't like fitting in. It's not our purpose really, but sometimes we have to fit in and blend in so that we can achieve the results that we're looking for. It's kind of like, it ties in with the meerkats by asking for help, and then when help comes, you got to fit in with how they guide. So lovely coral octopus, lovely creatures, very alien, one of the most alien looking creatures on the planet. And then Friday, which is camel. So I feel, again, this is another emotional card, but it's also a card of the voice, speaking your emotions that have been stored up. So, camels store water in the hump so they can traverse the desert. So I feel this is about, Friday's the perfect day to speak up for something you've been holding on to for forever and a day. Get it out. It's time to speak that truth. Time to, and do it lovingly, of course, with compassion, and say, look, I made the choice not to speak up for so long, but I feel it's now the time is, and don't wait for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. It does not exist. You've got to kind of force that moment almost. As soon as the gap, and just go, right, I've got something I need to say. Just, set it up and say, right, I've got something I need saying. And please let me finish, set the parameters, say, look, I just want you to sit and listen to what I've got to say. So Friday's the day of voicing what needs to be voiced that hasn't been voiced for a long time, because you've been in the desert for so long in regards to the camel. Even though, trust that you have the resources, And then trust that Spirit's got your back. Trust that it actually then it will turn out to be the perfect moment to speak up, to speak your truth, to say what it is that you need to say. So if there's anything that's been on your mind that you've got to say to someone, that's the perfect day. So Friday. You'll give them a weekend to mull it over, you know. So you're not got work or daily routines in the way. Now, I mean, my working week is whenever, really, you know. Beautiful thing is when you work for yourself, your weekends can be whenever, your day off can be whenever. So yeah, so just a reminder that if you'd like a personal reading for the week, hashtag turtle, and then you'll receive a personal reading. Then as Tate's doing, if you've got a friend that can't be on the live that would like a personal reading for the week, and then they can watch the replay as well. So as much as it goes out live, it's still saved on my channel, and then you can watch the replay. So Saturday, which is, so coming on to Saturday now, which is Penguin. See, interesting enough, this flows on brilliantly from Camel. It talks about this period of darkness you've been experiencing is now passing. You get off your chest and speak the truth that you've hidden for so long, you'll just feel this massive weight off your shoulders. It's almost like coming out from the cold, and you'll feel that relief, and then that energy will create a new movement of energy that's been wanting to move, that's been nagging at you to move, that's just been there in the background that you go, yeah, okay, I know. Which further emphasizes it'd be the right thing to do to speak up on Friday. So whether it's to a boss at work, or to a colleague, or to a friend, or to a partner, or to parents, siblings, whoever it is, it'll be a great day. Just do it compassionately, and then you'll feel this weight lift off, and then it will just create new movement in your life that will create new opportunities. A new level of energy will come in, as always, because it's just in the way of what's ready to come in. I mean, we're in a massive time of shifting old energies anyway. There's a lot of planetary alignments encouraging that. And so this is definitely a time to align with those planets and keep moving forward. So Saturday. Let's see what we've got on for Sunday. Yeah, it's an interesting feel. These cards are almost like almost like they're made out of bamboo or something like that. They're just a really interesting feel. So I spoke about octopus being the spider of the ocean, and then up comes spider herself. So grandmother spider, which is, and for me, this is about, it says about through writing stories that inspire and lives. It was when we're manifesting, I often guide people to say, well, look, if it's only in here, we haven't written it down, it's not real. The universe doesn't recognize it as real. So sometimes writing down what it is that we really want from the universe. Some people say, well, this is what I want my life to look like in 6 months. So they do like a 6-month request. Or, okay, like, if you want a brand new car, write down all the list of what it is that you want. It will then becomes real because it's from the thoughts into real words that are written down on real paper. So I feel this is Sunday. This is about not journaling, but actually manifesting, consciously manifesting by writing down in a go and buy a little A5 book, make it your manifesting book, and write in it what it is that you want. So Sunday's the perfect day. Now I'm being drawn to see what date that is. 14th, 15th is tomorrow, 16th Thursday, 17th, 18th, 19th of May. 19 plus 5 is 24. 2 4s are 8. So if you multiply, and that's the thing, ask for bigger than what you think you deserve. So, you want to a used car, ask for a new one. Aim big and see what turns up. The universe manifests, energy grows. Energy never gets destroyed. It just gets transmuted or it expands. So whatever you're asking for, ask for something bigger and trust that it will come right back to you. And that's the thing with manifesting. Trust that you'll get more than what you ask for. And that's how the universe works. What you give out, you get back threefold or tenfold or 1,000-fold, whatever you feel that you deserve. So this is a brilliant day for manifesting. I love spider energy. Before I moved to Australia, I used to hate spiders. I was like a lot of people used to hate spiders. And for me, those people that hate spiders are they struggle to manifest their desires because they're scared of what they can achieve. And that's okay. That's okay. You know, we've all been there. Like, you know, people that fear snakes, fear healing, fear letting go. The people that fear sharks, fear their deep emotions. And that is obviously a generalism. But I've observed that everybody, when they say, "Oh, I fear this animal, that animal," I tend to go, "Oh, so then you actually fear this," and they'll go, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And this is how powerful animal totems can be. Like the bigger the most common fears are just based around very big parts of our lives as humans. So our ability to manifest our life and take ownership that we're responsible for everything that we create, good, bad, and indifferent. When you fear that power, you'll tend to fear spiders. So interesting enough, like England has no venomous spiders. And just as a little bit of fun facts, there's a massive difference between something that's poisonous and venomous. Something that bites you and injects liquid, that's venomous. Something that you can't eat and makes you sick is poisonous. And you often hear people talk about spiders are poisonous. Some spiders you can eat, they're not poisonous, but they are venomous. So there's the difference. You know, the famous pufferfish, very poisonous, not venomous, poisonous. You eat it, it'll kill you. So, you know, in England, no venomous spiders, and they barely get the size of the palm of your hand, and that's at the very, very biggest ones. Right? In Australia, most spiders are venomous. So it wasn't until I got to Australia where, on a physical level, that they were more deadly that I came to love them. And that's simply because I did the work and evolved and changed and became aware that I can consciously co-create with the universe to manifest my desires. And interesting enough, my fear of spiders, they still make me jump a bit because they run a bit awkward, and I still can't pick them up. But that's because Australia, you don't really want to be picking them up just in case they bite you. Yeah, so when you look at what animal you fear and see what that animal does in nature, and it will likely lead you to what you really fear in life. So you'll probably all have a fear totem. That's another totem in life around us that I might start observing. We've always got animal totems around us. We have a clan totem, which is that life totem. We have a transient totem, which is something that's a totem that stays with us during a certain period of life. The daily totems that turn up in the moments, like turtle turned up in my dream, and then the fear totem. And then we find 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the last one of the week, which is, oh, look at this. Ladybug, that's a new one. Didn't even know it was in the deck. So this is about whatever you've asked. So basically, whatever you're asking for on Sunday, surrender it to the universe and trust 100% that you'll receive it. And if not, something better. So at the end of when you're asking, at the end of whatever you're writing down and manifesting, always at the last thing, or something better. Because you're saying to the universe, going, this is what I want, but I'm open to something better than that will serve me better. And then let it go and surrender. Surrender. Now, for me, Ladybug actually works with the numerology number 6, 3 dots either side. So 33, which is mastery. So the more you practice manifesting, the better you'll get at it. And the more confident you'll be at it, the easier it will be to let it go. Because when you ask the universe something, the key part to that is let it go. trust that they'll deliver it. Like they're an all, we do that with Amazon and online shops. We go on their website, we choose what we want. Yes, I know we invest in that thing with money, but we trust that it will arrive. Yet we can't do that with an all-seeing, all-knowing, all-powerful universe. So when you ask what you want, let it go, surrender it, and trust that they'll bring it in exactly the right divine moment in the most divine way. And the thing of what I've noticed is sometimes they'll ask, the universe will get you to take physical action along the way. Remember when I was manifesting a brand new car, I wasn't quite sure which car I wanted out of the two. So they kept showing me the two cars all and saying which one. I was like, still wasn't sure. So they showed me a different one. I went, oh yeah, that one's all right. And because I was so nonchalant about it and let it go so easily, that's the one I ended up with. It was 3 months after seeing it and going, yeah, if the universe brought me one, I'll happily accept it. And that's the one I ended up with. So they will support you along the way. The universe supports us all the time. And when it wants further information, it will turn up to show you further information. Just takes a practice and level of awareness to see when the universe is in front of us, because it's not always angel numbers or animal totems. It's in many other forms. But it just shows that when you manifest and write it down, it will arrive. And trust the good fortune is yours always. So it's just like when you write it down, be willing to receive it. That's simple. That's simple. So that's the animal totems for the week. And so just a quick recap. We started off with meerkat. That's for help. Roadrunner, stay grounded and keep so that you manifestation will go quickly. Octopus is about just being more flexible. Camel is about speaking up, voice out those emotions that you've held in. Penguin is about, that'll lift the weight off your shoulders when you do so. And then Spider, which is about manifesting, writing it down, and then accepting. Acceptance. So they've all been beautiful cards. Newcomers in the cards today, which I loved. Some octopus and ladybug haven't really shown up before. So now we'll get on to the personal reading. So just remember, hashtag turtle, receive a personal reading. So I think I've got about 4 with Tasty, my beautiful, amazing lady. And Tasty's friend Kari. And let's see if there's anybody else watching. So if you are watching and you haven't hashtag turtle for a reading, just write down hashtag turtle. And so let's see what we have. So this is blue heron, and this is for Tasty. So we've got your blue heron here. Just, I feel this sort of, there's a lot of information coming in here. It ties onto the camel card. So it's about speaking up for what you believe in, but also doing it compassionately. Herons are about, I'm also being given the saying, softly, softly, catchy monkey. And if you're really bolshy and aggressive with what you want, people will just go defensive and will back off. Whereas if you're just very gentle, and this could also be about being gentle with yourself. And it's definitely an emotional card, because herons will stand in the water and watch and wait for prey. They're very, very patient. So for me, the key message for this card is patience. And I feel as well it's about getting your spirit guides in place, because your energy is quite scattered. And a lot of that time is because we're always up there and we're never down on earth. We're never grounded. So it's about learning the balance so that your whole energy can be balanced, and then you're not getting energy and information from all places that a lot of it's not relevant. So, and on a physical level, if you're, a bit of fish in your diet as well, just to bring in those oils, and they help with the mind and they help with the brain. So sometimes that oil deficiency can create overthinking as well. So yeah, and it's, doesn't do your body any, only does your body good having omega fish oils in your diet. Helps all your joints and everything. So that's really going to help the overthinking and the overthoughts and all the information coming in, so you can calm your mind and calm your energy as well. So even as I'm speaking this, I'm wanting to speak really softly and really quietly and just nice and slowly, learning to balance yourself out. So let's see what we've got for Kari, people from Kari. Hopefully she watches this after the fact, she just can't join in at this moment in time. Kari, so you've got Manate, the sea cow, the dugong. And I feel with this, it's exactly as it's meant to. It's the words again. There's something that she's going through that she's fighting, even though she's never going to be able to change it. And when you accept the situation what it is, again, you surrender it to the universe, and then the universe sorts it out. And as humans, sometimes as humans, the situation we simply cannot sort out because we don't see all what's going on in the background. We only see from our place of pain or what our opinion is, or basically a very narrow-minded view. And when we surrender it to the universe, going, look, I can't figure this out. Up to you. I'll leave you to deal with it. So, Kari, whatever situation's going on, and there's a couple of situations that may be interlocked somehow, but that may be interlocked without you seeing how they're interlocked. So surrender it to the universe. Trust the universe will sort it out in divine good for all involved. And that's a key thing, even when we're manifesting. It's always for the universe always deals it and sorts it out in the divine way for all involved. So, for instance, like sometimes in the courts when there's a family battle over children, parents are wanting what they want, and they're not thinking about the children, and the universe always deals what's best for all three. So, just as an easy example, that might be the same for when you're manifesting to buy something. That's also going to involve who you're going to be buying it from. Whether it's a big store, a little store, an individual, they're still involved. So trust that the universe always sorts it out for the highest good of all. And that's why you need to surrender it to the universe. So whatever situations you're in, remember there's other people involved, not just you. Allow the universe to sort it out. You're not going to get your way. Not the way you want it to be anyway. That's Kari's. And now for my beloved. Let's see what we have for you this week. Different decks, and there's no mythical creatures in this deck, so no dragons or unicorns or anything. In popping. So what I'm getting for you, my love, Aida, there's no cards are dropping, but there was actually showing me a card from my other deck, which is the white card. I've left in because you can draw your own animals in there. And I feel with you for this particular guidance is the universe is your animal. It's almost like this week you've got a infinite amount of energy to tap into. And I feel like a few weeks ago, it's like I said, like work on one thing at a time, and I feel like you're still trying to create lots of different things because we've got linear time at the moment. So create one big thing. Ask for the one big thing. And I'm getting what it is, but I'll speak to you afterwards because I feel this needs to be kept private. But that one big thing, and manifest that, because the universe is giving you this, all the energy of the universe that not one animal can give. It's almost like they're giving you the whole animal realm, from the insects to the arachnids to the mammals to the fish to all of the apes, all of them, the big cats, the little cats, the dogs, everything that, and the farm animals, everything, the whole animal realm is at your beck and call for this week. So it's more not about one working with you, it's about you calling the relevant animal to help you with a certain situation. So there we go. That's a really, really powerful read, that one. Well, that's it. I don't feel there's anybody else. I will see who's in for me this week. Who have I got guiding me this week? Yeah. Wow, that's a bit. Ladybug comes out, so it's time of good fortune and abundance. I'll be willing to receive. And I know Lady was saying that in her reading yesterday, actually. It's like, just get ready. Just be open to receiving. Yeah, just for me, it's about being open to receiving and what I've asked for in the divine way. To surrender. For me, it's a week of surrender. And stop asking. I got very clear. Stop asking and just get ready to receive. Excellent. All right. Well, that's a very short and sharp read. Yeah, always share my videos. Share far and wide. I'm always open to growing the channel. That's the aim. I'll ask the universe to help me grow my channel. There we go. They've heard it across the oceans and the world. So I'm sure that will happen. That will happen in organic, divine timing ways. So thank you very much for tuning in. I'll be here again, same time, same place next week. Take care, everyone. Have a great week.